Yeah, so I first heard about HyDra was actually this year in the European Challengers scene, and I'd heard from a couple of the Challengers players that I kind of keep in touch with, talk to every now and again, that there was a really good French player, and it was funny because a couple of people called him the French simp, and that's a pretty big comparison to make, and so for some people, even some people whose opinion I value pretty highly, calling him that, it was like, okay, well maybe I should pay attention to who this kid is a little bit. Started, just like checking out his stuff on Twitter and stuff, and he posted a couple really cool clips of him just like clutching with a sniper, or he actually had a sniper montage from like World War II, and I watched that, and so it's just been honestly this year since I heard of him, but obviously the guy's been playing for at least a couple years, competing at least in France, so I'm excited to see what he can do in this upcoming season. I'm not really sure where HyDra is going to fit into our team. There's a lot of different facets and really just things to consider when it comes to players, especially somebody who's speaking English as a second language, and English is going to be, the dominant language on our team. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in, but really what we're looking for is just pure talent. Like we can teach him everything else. We can teach him how to be like a smart and intelligent COD player. We can teach him how to handle the pressure and how to deal with playing some of the best in the world. But I think really what we need from him is just him just full effort, full talent on display all the time, because when it goes back to 4v4, those power plays as star players, the star power you have on your team matters a lot more than a 5v5. I honestly think the ceiling for somebody like HyDra is probably as high as he wants it to be. I think that for someone like him, it's just all going to come down to how much he's going to dedicate to, learning English, to learning how to play with English-speaking players, to learning how to be an adult, learning how to live outside of his country. There's all these things to consider, and really it's up to him. I think if he was to buckle down and do everything 100%, this guy could be a world champion within a year. So really it just comes down to how much he wants it, how much effort he wants to give to it, and it's not something that I even expect of him to give 100% in every category, just because, it's a lot. It's a lot for a young individual, a young guy coming out here and competing, and so if he gives even 70% in all categories, I'd be pleasantly happy with that. So, sky's the limit for him.